Now let us look at this question. We have two waves, the first wave and the second wave. Both have the same velocity, which is 450 meters per second. They are fast. Okay, the first frequency is 220 hertz. The second frequency is doubled, which is 440. If we have more frequency, then the wave is compressed. We have more waves in each second. Look, if we have this is from here to here, we have just one wave. From here to here, we have two waves. This is the first and this is the second. The frequency is more than this, or the double than this one, for this one. Okay, we need to find the wavelength lambda. The first one, this is the length of it. This is the length. The second one is this is the length. I think it will be the half. So I will use the formula. Lambda is equal to the velocity over the frequency. So lambda 1, the first velocity 450, the first frequency 220, it will be 2.04 and something meters, because I have the velocity in meters and this in seconds, the frequency in hertz. And the second wavelength will be v2 over f2. The velocities are the same, but the frequency is more. Then the wavelength will be half of this one, which is 1 meter. Okay, so this is the length, this is the length. It is half of the first one. Okay, what else? B. If I have change in the system now, if the first wave, this one, enter a new medium when it is when it moves, okay? By the way, I'm sorry about the bad English sometimes. V1, we know V1, it is 450. And we have another velocity in this medium. Maybe if we run on the street, then go on a sand, our velocity will be changed. But the wavelength is the same. How much the frequency now? Okay, the wavelength lambda is the same in both mediums. Okay, lambda is equal to v1 over frequency f1. Assume that we will name that the velocity after entering the medium v1 prime. So v1 prime over f1 prime. If v1 and f1 in the medium are primes, are changed, and the wavelength is the same, 2.04 إلى آخره. So the final frequency will be equal to v1 prime. Just we need you to use this part. Reorder it. The frequency will be v, which is given 630, over the wavelength. It will be 308 hertz, or 1 over second, or second to minus 1. It is the same. Okay. Now the velocity is more than the first velocity here. That means when in this case this medium is more difficult for this wave to be moved, or to be for moving for this wave. Here it's easier, so it will be faster. Now another case for the second wave. The second wave, the velocity is 400 initially and 50. Enter a new medium, it will be slower, 370. The velocity, how much the frequency? It is the same. We need to calculate the frequency. The frequency is the new velocity over the lambda. Lambda is constant. it is 1.2 0. إلى آخره, and 370 is the new velocity. Then the frequency will be 361.778 hertz. This is a question for waves and how to use lambda and velocity and the frequency. Okay, we don't calculate the time period, which is 1 over the frequency. We can calculate that, but we will do that in the next question, I think. Good luck.